You're here because you want to succeed in solo queue, but you already know that's easier said than done. There are many different aspects of the game that have to go right to succeed in ranked, unfortunately more than you'd expect, but don't worry your pretty little head, we're going to go over all of it. First things first, your ability to play the game is obviously a huge part of succeeding. There's nothing that I could really do to help you with this. If you want to get better, it takes time and effort. What I can tell you is that if you want to be successful in solo queue, you need to learn how to fill. Filling is a huge part of success, and trust me when I say, I know you have a preferred role, but what happens when you and two other people call mid? People get frustrated, and it's all downhill from there, but we'll talk about that a little later. Take the time to become proficient with at least 2 champions for each role. You can cheat a little bit and use the same champ for 2 roles, for example Lee Sin, jungle, and top, but make sure that you're at least okay at everything and have a champion you could fall back on if the other one is already picked or banned. You can always say you prefer something in champion select, but if you can't get that preferred mid lane or AD carry, it shouldn't be the end of the world. I know you aren't the greatest top laner, and yeah, support can be boring sometimes, but if you're playing ranked, then you want to play to win. Doesn't it blow you away when people say that they can't play a specific role? There should be no such thing as can't. Take the time to learn each role and you will learn a lot about the game, and you'll be ready to do whatever is required of you, especially in the situation when you have the last pick. Next thing we have to get out of the way is a thing you might have already heard of called ELO Hell, or I suppose more recently changed to MMR Hell. A lot of people think that they're poorly represented by their position in ranked, and it's safe to assume some of them are positive that they're stuck in this MMR hell. Well, I'll say it like this. This hell does exist, but it exists everywhere. No matter what division you're in, you will always have that chance of getting a troll or an AFKer. The sooner you accept that, the sooner you'll be a happier player. You can't let trolls piss you off, because then they win. Just report them and forget it ever happened, or you'll end up tilted. What is tilt? It's a term used by poker players to describe poor play due to being angry or upset. If you start to lose a couple in a row and get aggravated, put the game away for a bit and do something else. You could always go back and play later. Play a different game, do homework, anything that will get you out of that poor state of mind. Emotion is a huge part of winning or losing in League of Legends. It's called rage quitting for a reason. If there was a high amount of happy quitting, I think we'd have a bigger problem here. Another emotion to keep in mind is fear. If you're afraid of rank, then simply don't do it until you're comfortable. This isn't rocket science, folks. Queue up when you're ready, no one is rushing you. Another emotion is respect. Respect your teammates and their picks. If arguments start in champion select, you're already at a disadvantage before you even get to play. If someone wants to play a champion, don't argue it. Fill accordingly. Another thing in regards to respect are 2 simple letters at the end of the game. GG. It doesn't seem like much, but it shows respect to the enemy team. And you'd rather have a good rep with people than a bad one. There's always a chance you'll encounter the same people in ranked more than once, so don't start any fights, because they might come back to bite you later on. That's it, that's all I can teach, because the rest is up to you. Get out there and do your best, keep a cool head, and always remember, chicks dig diamond players. I hope you enjoyed and learned a couple things. Be sure to leave a like and subscribe for more. If you know someone that's been struggling with ranked and they don't know what to do, maybe this video will help them out a bit, so show them. As always, thank you for watching, and see you next time.